Welcome friends, my name is Emmy and you are on the Zen with Emmy channel. I'm so glad you're here and we're going to have a lot of fun. We're on day 3 of GratitangleZ and you've probably had time to look up the prompt for today, and so I'm really glad about that. So you have choices. So today is day 3 and this is what Emmy is grateful for. Everybody has different things. Instead of saying the things I have to do, I'm saying the things I get to do. And sometimes I need to finish this and write more on the back. So you may run into that too. Or maybe I don't want to elaborate with anybody of the things I get to do, but I am thinking about those things. So excited about this. Today we're doing Stepheart. Stepheart is by Jules Mack. She is a CZT, and we have our trusty supplies here. I have my eraser, my blender stump, a nice pen that I really like. You're welcome to use any pen you have handy, right? And I use my 4B, which is my Zentangle pencil. And again, any supplies are fine. Today I got a little different treat for myself while I'm working. My husband took me out last night, so lucky me. So he is out doing leaves. This is where we are in Michigan right now, where I live, is we're doing leaves. So I get to do this with you first. Ha ha. All right. So grab your pen. I think this is on the job training. I'm using this little 2.5 by 4 inch card because I'm assembling them all in something like this. So I've got a jump ring that opens quite easily for me. And then I'm putting the tiles on here that I do every day and adding to this. And on this one, I put the things I was grateful for here as well. And so I likely will put this on the back here too. This is kind of an evolution. I hope you understand what that means. So I really don't think I need to box this in. The only thing I need to practice is this. When I do this tangle, I want to be sure that I do a big loop like this that goes almost straight down, but kind of at a slant. And then I'm going to try very, very hard to make that teardrop into a teardrop. I'm also going to then, this is just practice here, I'm going to come around here like this. Aura, what I originally had going, tie it off, and then where this goes underneath, you know, that hollaba or go underneath, I'm going to bring this out like this in a wide-ish arc, do a second aura arc, and tie it off. And it's just that simple. It couldn't be easier and more fun. Because it is, I have a bonus for us today. Although we'll do this in a separate video, but I have a very cool thing to show you. I can't help it. I'm just like a puppy when I get to work with you. This is that pattern. And so we're going to do that on a separate bonus day. So back to the tile. I know, I'm sorry, I'm such a puppy about working with you. So then I'm going to make that big teardrop, remember? And I want it kind of on a slant. So I'm going to bring the teardrop down the line. I'm going to try real hard to tie that off. Close it off is what I'm trying to say badly. I'm going to come next to it right here because I want this to be an aura that goes right around this one and comes back to the bottom. So right around, allow your pen to widen here and then tight back down. I am keeping in mind that this is like a pretend underneath, and so what I'm going to do is come out for the other half of my heart. Isn't that pretty? What a sweet pattern, huh? When I got going on this, I just wanted to do them over and over and over again. But first I'm doing it on my card, and then I'll put it on my daily calendar that I have for us. So what I'm going to do here is I am going to put some heavy handed shading here on the inside half of this teardrop. And then I'm going to heavily shade down on the inside of the heart. Just go right over those double lines that I have. I'm going to come around the other side and skip where this double line is here for that first line that we made and come around with a heavy, heavy hand again. Tie it off. And then I'm going to go around the outside. Again, this is very heavy-handed pen that I'm putting on here. Or, excuse me, I don't do that many things well at the same time anymore. What I'm trying to tell you is that I am making this shading. Now that I've got my shading, and it's, like I said, real heavy-handed. So my pencil is literally on its side and cupped into my palm. Grab your blender stump. Doesn't matter where you start. Just smudge here. Smudge this out, best in the amount that you want. Smudge this other side too. Doesn't that look pretty? It's just the sweetest heart. I kind of like to let that outside one diffuse out into the paper so that it just gets pushed right into the paper. So it's real heavy and dark close up, and then as you see me pushing it out, it's going to gradually blend in. So it's heavy here and then blends in. And then this one I want to remain a tight, pretty tight line there. Okay, so we have our daily calendar. And we had such a fun time with day 1 and day 2. Although I see that I didn't lay my shading on there. I got to do that. I will do that. I'm sure you already did. So I'm going to put that in day 3. Let's see if I can get this a little closer for you. It's always a little bit tricky for me the way my camera is set up. Now, you're welcome to do this in pencil first, but I don't think you need to. Remember, you're working on kind of a slant, and I'm working like 2/3 of the way up, and I'm going to make that giant teardrop, close my giant teardrop off, and come around here to the bottom. It kind of looks like a badly made shepherd's hook, I guess. Now, I'm going to start my aura line right there where I made the little mark for us. Come around, aura around. When you get kind of just past the top, kind of widen it out, way wide, and then back in tight. It is a little tiny bit tricky, but I think once you've done this a couple times, you'll go, well, that's no biggie. Okay, remember that I'm coming out here. And then I'm going to do the second line that I made, my aura line. And I try to bow that out just a bit too. How pretty. Okay, grab your pencil. Let's get some nice shading on here too. Half of the teardrop. Cross over that line, the double line. And again, that very heavy-handed shading is what I want to do here. And then I'm going to come out the other side of this teardrop. And you see, I don't really darken there, although I could, because that is a very good idea, actually, when I think about it. Come along like this. Just palm your pen or pencil if you're doing this. Any soft lead pencil, of course, is going to be your friend here. And I really need to get this closer to me so that I can lay that heavy shading on here. I'm trying to get this sweet heart to just pop off the page. That went a little wide. We'll see what I can do with it though. I'm not going to give up on it yet. Alrighty, grab your blender stump, smudge, oh, this paper I used is just plain old cardstock, but it really, really does a nice job with letting me smudge my pencil. And remember, I want this one to blend in to the white paper. So in this way, I end up with 3 colors. I have my wonderful, lovely gray of my pencil. I have my white of my paper. And I have my black. And do you believe we did that? This is freehand that we did this. Push that out. Such a nice thing. I hope you'll be able to stick around for the other one that we did that I showed you. I'm real excited about it, and I really do appreciate you being here. Thank you, thank you. I know you have a lot of choices and a lot of people that you can watch, and I'm so tickled that you're here today. If you have a chance, share the video with somebody so that they can do this too. Thanks again. Bye.